with my garden so far. This is decomposed chicken coop litter. So that's all compost right there, and there's over 3 cubic yards there, if not 4. Over here, got some bale and twine, but we're not talking about bale and twine. This is start of next year's compost, and this is, I raked up some pine needles under the pine tree, and I have a mulching lawnmower with a bag, so I just put them in decent sized piles and then ran them over with the lawnmower and collected it in the mulch bag. So that right there, I've mowed a little bit of my lawn, not much. Didn't need it. It's still pretty cold out, folks, but today get up to 70, the first 70-degree day. So there's the start of lawn clippings, and this here is decomposed wood chips that I've been turning over and over and over again. So this year that can get mixed in with the compost pile for the garden this year. So this here is a pole trellis. Now I'm cutting wood, I am cutting trees, I'm cutting brush, and when I would come across a pole that would be decent enough to make a trellis out of, I made a trellis for my Violetto pole beans. If y'all remember last year when I talked about those are my absolute favorites. So this is my trellis for my pole beans. One batch of pole beans. They're a little bit longer than they need to be, but it is what it is, folks. So I'll be planting some Violetto pole beans right there. And mixed in with that, I'll be planting some achocha. I've spoken about that before as well. And so I put the poles in that are at least 9 feet tall. And then I just took some of my brush saplings and limbs from these, really, and then weaved them in and out just to make it a little more structurally sound. I did that there, and I did another row here. I will not be going up there. In between the poles that I cut, again, some more branches. I just stuck them in the ground, so the wattle is holding them in place, so I could fit twice as many plants in here. Pretty rustic, pretty redneck. It works. It doesn't require any nails or screws or anything. And there it is, all ready to plant. Now this is across the road from me, and there's nothing that I keep over here except for compost piles. So I figured, well, see, this right here will be going into the garden. I was going to do it today, finish it today, but my knees just won't allow me to do that. So it'll have to be another day. So when this pile has been put on my garden beds, I'll take last year's or this last winter's coop litter, and I'll haul it over here, and I'll put it right where this one is, and I'll keep turning it throughout the summer. I would like to know if anyone knows what this bush is. This has leaves like an elderberry. They're thin, they're thin, jagged, And we've got 2, 4, 6, 7 leaves. The bottom of the leaves look like that. It has the bark to an elderberry. It does not behave like an elderberry. It is the strangest thing. It almost, the blossoms almost look like small white lilacs before they open up. Right here. Before they open up. Maybe. They look like that, and I think I have the flash on. Yeah. They look like that. It does not spread. Any new growth comes from the center of the bush. The stems, I cut all the dead stuff back, but I can probably find a stem that I cut. That's what the inside of the bark looks like. So it looks like a cross. So it looks like a cross between a lilac and an elderberry. There's no smell. I can't smell any fragrance whatsoever. I come in every spring and cut all the dead stuff back. I get a lot of compliments on this bush, and it's nothing that I have planted. So it either came from the old homestead way up and somehow got over here. Maybe when they built the camp road, maybe. I don't know. But it's probably at the highest point, probably 8 feet tall. It's about 10 feet wide. It's really, really pretty. I get a lot of compliments on this. I do not believe it is a poison sumac. I do not believe it is, because I've been all through there in the spring, and I've never broken out, never gotten any blisters. I have been in, I've handled it with my bare hands, all of it. The leaves, the blossoms, the trunk, live and dead stuff. So I know Cat in the North, if I can get back up here without falling over some bushes. Cat in the North asked what this bush was once, one of my other videos, and I really do not know. If anybody can identify it, I'd be really happy, because I just don't know. Thank you.